Yo, good morning. What's up?
How are you?
Doing good. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Uh, Checking out some of the pairs, seeing what we got going. I didn't ask you yesterday. What pairs do you normally trade?
So I so I just started with UJ, but I started looking at EJ ever since you told me from the last Zoom meeting.
You said UJ and EJ.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, what do you like about those pairs?
Well, UJ, like honestly, it's just like I guess the momentum is just slow. Like we're low,
True.
and I just I just be looking at that just because just not that volatile.
Yeah. No, I understand that. I wanted to break down some of the pairs. So, I don't know if you saw my answer in the general chat, but we generally trade GJ, EJ, and gold.
Right.
These are
Yeah.
the three pairs that we focus on, and it'll help you, better understand EJ as well. But also GJ and gold is something that eventually you'll probably be getting to since they are harder pairs. How are you doing so far with those two pairs?
Like honestly, I spend a lot of my time just watching it. I don't really like do a lot of live trading just yet,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, but I do I'm starting to see the patterns of I guess once you like spend time looking at the same pair for a while, you start noticing things.
Yeah. Do you pay attention to fundamentals at all?
I haven't really like, you know, not too much to experience on that. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I don't really understand. I don't really like, I guess you could say, understand it as well. What is that? Is that like the news and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so fundamentals is basically why these moves are happening. Like right here, this was the 2008 mortgage crisis. Right over here, when the market crashed, global economies just crashed over here. So obviously, we created lows down here at 119, 118 on GJ, and then we held this support right over here. So we tested these levels right down here, held support, right? And then all of a sudden we had this global recovery coming in around 2011, 2012. So obviously you see support held and price continuing up, right? So we're coming right back up and we ended up tapping into these previous lows over here, this previous support. Hold on one second. What's up, Alan?
How you going, bro?
I'm doing great. How are you? You there?
Yep.
I saw that you messaged me. I didn't get a chance to look at it just yet. But I wanted to introduce you to Carlos here. Carlos, this is Alan from Australia.
Oh, hey, what's up? Good
Hi,
morning.
bro. How you going?
Doing good. How's it going?
Good, good.
Awesome. So yeah, we're just breaking down GJ right now for Carlos. But anyway, we created this support right down here. Then we had this global recovery right up to 194, right? So once 194 came up here, 2016, you got to understand what happened in 2016, end of 2015. They started introducing Brexit into the UK economy, right? So all of a sudden, Brexit not going to be good for them leaving the EU. It's their economy is going to take a tank from that. So, or they're going to take a hit. So all of a sudden you see GJ coming all the way down here to almost retest these lows, but it didn't quite. What's up, Chris? I don't know if you could talk, but Chris, we got a new one in here. We got Carlos, new member in the group. Just introducing you real quick.
What up, Carlos? What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Welcome to the group, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
How you feeling, Chris?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good.
Good shit.
I took that gold trade last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Got gold cells?
Yeah. Gold
Let's
sell.
go.
I took it right. Are you on the gold chart?
Are you
I
still
took
on?
it. No, I got out at 1880. I got in at
1880. Perfect.
I got in at 18. No, I got out at 1880. I got in at 1886.
Yep. Yeah.
No,
1886.
I got in at 1887.07.
1887.07. So right around here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Was it on this candle?
Let me check. It was right at that resistance. Let me double check.
Yeah.
And I got in on the 5 minute. I was using the 5 minute and 1 minute to enter.
Good shit. You're starting to use those lower time frames a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah,
critical.
it was right. It was right when you said at that spot when it wicked up, and then once it did that, I was like, let me just go ahead and get in.
Okay. I like it. So you got in, you got out at 1880, or did you get out this morning right over here?
No, I got out at 1880.
I'm saying on the initial tank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you were up till like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I went to bed and I put my take profit. What time was it? It was 12:45 when I put my take profit in, my stop loss, and I just went to sleep.
Oh, okay. Good shit, man. Good stuff. You've been on a roll, huh?
Man, I did I did a big risk too.
Ooh,
I risked two. I put a 2 lot on there.
nice. Damn.
Damn, I know, right?
What'd you make?
1,400.
Let's go. Good shit. I love hearing that. That's huge. Fruit of the labor, man. Starting to pay off, huh?
I woke up like I'm thinking I lost. Like I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, I don't see no, like my order's not on. Like I'm panicking. And I said, hold on, let me look at my balance. And I said, oh shit, I won it. I won the trade. Finally, that was my first overnight.
That's all.
Right.
Now, what would you attribute all that to?
Just everything that I just feel like this is a payoff from just all the practice. Waking up every morning, watching the charts with you, watching the charts throughout the day. It's really the back testing at my lunchtime.
That's what I was going to say. Would you say it's the back testing during that lunch? Because we've been doing that for months. Not we, but you.
Yeah, it's the back testing during that lunchtime because I'm seeing, and even when I get home, I back test the Asian session, and I seen it do that before. Like I had it going down to 1870, but I didn't want to be risky, and it went down to like 1874.
It could be going down. The dollar's showing a little bit of strength right now. We're holding this support right over here after breaking bearish market structure. Now, Carlos, this is all going to sound like maybe gibberish to you right now. So I would suggest just going through the course like we went over on the first Zoom. Just go through the course, take notes, and it's going to all start to make sense during these live streams, but it's still good for you to be on. But anyway, we're breaking this market structure over here, bearish market structure. We formed support over here. Now we're starting to break out. Got a little bit of a retest over here. Price coming down. Now we're holding support right over here. Now, are we going to stay at this resistance? We tapped multiple times. It's a key area right over here, right? So are we going to hold this resistance and continue down, or are we going to retest these highs and continue right back up to 9080, 9800? Could very well happen. If that's the case, you can see a farther tank on gold. What I'm looking at on gold over here is, let's see. Look at these two weekly candles. See, 1912, 1910, very critical level right over here. Previous support, previous resistance right over here. Now, as we were mentioning on Sunday during the breakdown, very similar price action over here during the 2008 market crash, right? Where we were up here, created this high corrective state, comes right back up to create a resistance, then we just start falling after that. Now, right now, we're at this level, basically. You know, I thought price was going to come up a little bit more. If you look at, let's just get rid of that. So we are at this resistance right now. And look what happened once we reached those previous highs over here. After retesting the previous lows, price, creates this high. We're in this corrective state. We retest the previous lows right over here, previous resistance. And then ever since then, we're just in this bullish state. All of a sudden, price reaches this area at 17.99, and then we just tank, right? So is that same thing going on right over here, where we're in this corrective state, right? We retest the previous lows, and then we come right back up to these candle body highs. Now, I think price should be coming up to this area over here, 1950, 1952, to continue right back up with these fears of inflation coming in right now. But we shall see. Are we going to get a break of this channel? Now, these candles are very strong, these weekly candles. It looks like what we have right here is a rejection wick. Very strong candle body right over here, the weekly, with a wick to fill. We come up, we create this this top wick over here, then we flip bearish. Are we coming right back down to fill that wick, or are we reacting into this area, the support of the channel, since retesting 1680, just been in this bullish channel? Are we retesting the support of this channel to continue right back up? Right? So we haven't had candles like this on consecutive bearish weeks on gold in quite some time. So it's been a couple months now. So not since Q2 started. So looking at the daily over here, what happened was we created this high, price comes all the way down, and what it looked like we were going to get was something very similar to this, as we've been talking about. We create this support, this high comes down, creates a support, and then retests the high and continues right back up. That's what it was looking like over here, where you create this high over here. Create this high, right? Comes all the way down. You got positive ISM manufacturing PMI and services PMI pushing gold down. Then all of a sudden we grab liquidity. We retest this area right down here. Then all of a sudden last Friday we get negative NFP coming out. So obviously that pushes gold up. So at that time, we didn't have this candle right over here. So at that time, what we were saying was, okay, price is going to react to this level over here, right? Create a bottom wick right down here, and then flip bullish and continue right back up to retest these highs, right? But what did we end up getting? That exact same thing. But price wanted to react to this level over here, previous support. So let's look at it on the lower time frames over here and see why price reacted to that level. We came right back into this range over here, and we created a resistance. Right? Now, this came from, let's see, June 7th. So what was going on June 7th? There's always a reason behind these moves. Get rid of that. What kind of changed the tide? First of all, the dollar started to come up. We formed support. Gonna do a little research now. I think the main cause of this is the talk about having to increase interest rates and start to ease on tampering. I think that's or to start to tamper on the what's it called? Some of the government easing right now for the economy. So I think, Janet Yellen announced that over the weekend. So I know that's one of the main causes of it. So that's why you see the dollar starting to go up. But right now we have a lot of inflationary fears right now. So what we could be getting is obviously, fundamentals and technicals line up perfectly. And it's kind of weird how that happens, but it does. See how we retested this support over here? Previous resistance to the left, previous support. We grabbed liquidity in this area as well. But we did the same thing right before NFP came out, and it just sent gold all the way right back up. So are we right now going to react to this level? We start to get more fears of inflation. They start to talk about it, and then all of a sudden we form support here and continue right back up. I don't know. Maybe not, because the weeklies are so bearish right now. So we could very well be retesting these lows down here. Right? That's what it looks like over here on the daily as well. And the 4 hour. And what did we say last night during the or what did I say at least? Let's take a look. Here's gold. So what I was saying was wait for a clean break and close above resistance before taking any kind of buys. So you can retest these highs up here, or wait for a clean break and close below support before taking any kind of sells. You got a clean move to the left. So what did we get? We got a nice clean break below this level. We're getting a retest over here. Liquidity grab with this wick right here. And price formed its top wick, and it's starting to push bearish to retest these lows right down here to the left. So looking now at the 30-minute, this may be our play over here. But I want price to kind of break below this level over here because we formed a support on the 15-minute right over here with this strong candle. Then we get a bearish candle over here. So I want candles to pass the low of these candles to take price right back down. This is where we get into the lower time frames to see where price is. See, we have this support over here. We need candles to close below this area and then maybe retest on the lower time frames to take this up. We're kind of ranging over here on the 1 minute. So we're probably waiting for some volume to push in and then price, starts to tank. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying for sure. So what, like when you start looking at these charts, you just pretty much start at the daily, or?
Yeah, we always started the weekly, the monthly, just understand the fact that all these candles, you see these candles and wicks, this is the monthly. But guess what? This is the same exact thing as the 1 minute. The only difference is the amount of data that's in these candles. You can gather a month's worth of data in one of these candles. In a 1 minute, you only have 60 seconds, right? So obviously these candles are going to be stronger because they have more data in them. They have more history with them. So you can't get so overwhelmed by the fact that like this is the monthly and then you get the 5 minute, the 15-minute. Now, the one thing you do want to understand is that on these higher time frames over here, banks, institutions, all these big players in the market don't have any advantage over you. They have a slight advantage over you because they know some things quicker than you do, but at the same time, they don't have any advantage over you on these higher time frames. They do have an advantage over you on the 15, the 5 minute, the 1 minute, sometimes the 30-minute, because that's where some of their algorithms, their bots, that's where they're playing. And obviously, they're going to be much faster than you are when it comes to executing. So that's just one thing that you want to understand. But over here, we're just paying attention to market structure. We're paying attention to candles and wicks, support, resistance, supply and demand. And then we're also paying attention to trends because they do help, right? You don't want to have your chart too messy, but what you want is just to understand what's going on when it comes to the trend that pair is in. So this is gold dollar. So gold dollar has obviously been respecting this bullish trend, right? We created this high right up here. We had this was COVID right up here. Obviously, global fears when it comes to everything going on in the world, it's going to push price up. Then all of a sudden, we're in this corrective stage where we created historical highs up here at 2079, and then we entered this corrective stage with calming down from the virus. What do you call them? Vaccines are starting to come out and everything. Things are starting to open back up again. And then all of a sudden we start to get inflation fears. We also start to get, a lot of printing of the dollar, and then also geopolitical issues when it comes to Israel, Gaza, a lot going on over here. So now it looks like the dollar, they're talking about easing off on some of these, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, just giving people money. The government just printing dollars and all that. So now they're starting to ease off from that. So that's going to start to push gold down. So could these be the highs that we reached over here? Very critical level at 1910 to then press gold down. Let's take a look right back at it again. Again, we need a pass below this area. This candle has no top wick over here. But I want candles to pass this area and close on the lower time frames below this area. Get a nice clean move to the left. Got about 30 pips to reach this wick down here. You also have a clean move to the left as well. So this should be our play. 15-minute created its top wick. Starting to push down. So let's see what we get over here. It's the 5-minute. Let me get my shit ready. So it's 6:53 right over here. We could be getting that 7 o'clock volume pushing gold right back down. This is our level right over here. 1879. Carlos, does this all make sense to you a little bit?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Yeah. It sounds familiar from, just watching previous live streams.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. We all do it a little bit differently. So we'll keep that there. I'm not going to stare at it. Going to there we go. Set an alert over there. EJ. So GJ over here. Right now, we're getting a lot of issues with Brexit in Northern Ireland right now, which I think is what was pushing GJ down right now. Monthly candle, very bearish. Weekly candles as well, bearish as well. After retesting 156 or reaching 156, creating historical highs for the year, we are now pushing down. We passed the low of this bearish candle. Now we're starting to come right back down to this support over here. Are we going to break this support? This is a very key level over here. If we do, we're probably coming down into this range over here, and that's going to be further confirmations for sells. But right now, it's very hard to sell GJ because we are very bullish. The economy is opening back up and everything. It looks like they're ending lockdowns and stuff like that. They are worried about this Indian variant. Right now, it's called Delta something. I have no idea. But right now, it's pushing GJ down when it comes to this the Brexit talk. So looking at the 4-hour, this is what I wanted to pay attention to. We've been creating these lower highs over here, and then all of a sudden we broke support, which is our previous resistance over here, and we ended up holding this support right over here. We tapped it 3 times right over here, and now we created this resistance and we just started to push down, right? Looking at the 1-hour, price ended up closing below. Nice clean movements right down here. But look what's going on. We're retesting this previous trend line that we've been respecting for a long time now. Since December, we've been respecting this trend line over here, right? Just creating higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, retesting the highs, right? And now we're at that area right now. So are we going to hold support in this previous order block over here to the left? Are we going to hold support and continue right back up? Before taking buys, a couple things need to happen first. Previous resistance right here. We're holding support right now. Now, normally in a bullish trend or a bearish trend, you just want to wait for resistance to form to take price right back down. But are we reacting to this level? We have bearish market structure over here. So you don't want to take any kind of buys below this trend line right here. So you want to wait for, you're going to have safer buys once we break and close and retest this level right here to take price right back up. See, gold right now is holding this support. That's why we stay patient and we wait for levels to break. You don't just jump into trades. Got a nice support right over here, previous support. If price breaks above this level, creates a high, comes right back down to retest this trend line and creates a support, just like it did on gold the other day that we caught that 100 pip move. We're going to take this right back up to retest these highs, especially if these breaks and talks start to ease down a little bit. But until then, we're waiting for a resistance right over here to hold to take price right back down. It's messy price action over here, so I don't know if I want to take that. But and then especially once you get into this area as well, very hard to take trades in there. So let's see where a feasible move might be. See how we're just printing lower highs right over here, lower high, right over here. So are we going to hold this resistance to continue down? Previous 4-hour candle, very bearish with a wick to fill. Are we just creating a top wick right here to then flip bearish past the low of that candle and continue down? That could very well be happening. There you go. So that's all you're doing, Carlos. You're just trading what you see. You're looking at different levels. You're waiting for candles to close. If it's an impulse entry, that's what you planned for. It's not an impulsive entry where you're just entering to enter. It's just planned out trades.
Right.
Looks like we're rejecting this level right over here. And you see how we use these lower time frames?
Yeah.
So it looks like we created our top wick over here on the 15-minute candle. We're starting to flip bearish. And this is this is looking good so far. Just waiting for a close below this area. All right, so looking at the dollar, we just need further support. Right now, it's reacting to this resistance, which I think is why gold is a little, well, never mind. All right, it's 7 o'clock right now. We also waited for the hour to close. Let's see what the hour looks like. Hour's nice, strong candle with a wick to fill. Looks like we're coming down. I'm probably going to wait for the 5-minute to close. Maybe get like a little retest of this on the 1 minute, and then we'll take this down. I don't want to just jump into this at 7 o'clock. Because we could very well reject this level and continue up. That's what you want to wait for. So the 1 minute closed. This one is starting to push below this candle right away. So what you want is you want a top wick formed. If it passes the low right away, that's pretty much a sign that we're going to create this low and then come up and retest this area to continue up. One thing you got to do, Carlos, is not have any kind of FOMO. Like if price is pushing like this is good. What you want is for the retest, because you're creating a low right here for us to retest. If it drops all the way, yeah, obviously it sucks, but at the same time, get rid of the FOMO. Like there's plenty of moves.
Right. Yeah.
Stick to your rules. That's the number one thing right now. So again, all I'm waiting for, that's what I've been saying, is just waiting for a retest of this area and then taking price down. 5 minute. See, this would have been a nice entry maybe once we broke the low of this 15-minute candle. The only thing is it never created a top wick, and it did it in the first minute of that candle. So normally when that happens, it'll snap back. And then you'll regret getting in too early. This happens maybe 3 times out of 10, two times out of 10 where it just drops. Don't leave without its gold. See how the dollar is reacting to this level? Also, what you want to pay attention to today is CPI is coming out at 8:30. So they're expecting better than previous. Or no. Expecting worse than previous, but also that's good for inflation. Are they just pricing this in right now? Is anybody else in this?
Not me.
Not you, Alan?
No.
So how you been, buddy? I know you messaged me. I don't want to open it on the live stream, but let me just read it.
No worries.
I'm gonna read it real
Uh,
quick. I'm gonna see if it's something that we could talk about on here, or we could just wait.
Yep.
So private. All right, so yeah, let's definitely go over that on our own Zoom. We'll schedule a Zoom, but at the same time, like, listen, man, it's only a moment in time, right? So this is just
Yeah.
adversity. It's gonna happen. Things like this happen. But guess what? People, and I know this isn't you, but guess what? People quit when it gets hard. People stop following their dreams when it gets hard. Just think about that. That's why most people in this industry fail, because it's the hardest industry in the world, hardest market in the world to trade. First of all, 5 minute, look at this 5 minute close with no bottom wick over here. So we could very well get this retest, price coming right back up to retest this trend over here, and then we continue right back down. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So, and it's just they're starting the lockdowns and everything, but at some point they'll end it. I have full confidence in that. It's just we gotta get back to normal. So these candles, this is a very strong 1 minute candle right here. Now these candles are starting to get smaller, right? You may want to lower your risk with CPI coming out. GJ over here. There we go. This is what we look for. See how these candles are starting to get smaller? So what you want to do, why you use these smaller time frames, is so that you can manage trades and get out of trades a lot quicker when you're trying to manage risk. The thing is, like, I don't know if price is going to end up retesting this before CPI comes out. And do we want to trade CPI? That's the question. You want to lower your risk a little bit. See, if this was a cleaner move on GJ, I'd want to be in this. But at the same time, we're at a very key level right here. Anything trying to trade in here, you got previous order block over here to the left. You got this key level of a 4-hour bullish trend line since December that price is at. It could very well retest that one more time and come into this level and form support to continue up. But right now, you are accumulating orders and distributing orders in this area where banks, institutions, they're collecting the orders. If we get like some kind of a support right over here formed, right over here, you're accumulating and distributing orders, and then you could just continue right back up. But we need a fundamental switch for that to happen because you get the higher time frames are very bearish. Gold's continuing right back up. We held support right down here. So I'm looking for candles to close in our direction on the 1 minute for us to take this down. In a nice formation. Oh, I hate when that happens. But let's we have to do our sacred practice over here of journaling. Look who it is. What's up, bro?
Yeah, bro. Good morning. Good morning.
How are you?
Good. Yeah.
Good, man. How's it feel to be back?
It's good. It was great to be back. Or on the charts, not here.
You were still kind of on the charts down there, no?
Yeah. Not, but like it feels way better because
You're in the zone.
yeah, I'm here in my house, more comfortable.
100%.
Then yeah.
100%. I'm looking at sells on gold over here. We just broke all this down. If you want to watch the replay of this, I think you're gonna like it. But we're waiting for just like a retest of this level on the lower time frames to take price right back down. I am monitoring CPI, so that's a little tricky, but I have seen moves happen before news comes out. So all you want to do is just lower your risk, or you can transfer money into a news account or a high risk account where you can trade some of these events coming out if you backtest it.
Still you.
Just want to journal this real quick. But what I was saying is I think this bearish movement on gold is from the talks of easing on the stimulus and easing on everything going on with the government printing money. They're starting to recognize the inflation fears, which they always seem to be late on. They were back in 2008, and they are now because just they don't want to invoke fear into the economy. All right, here's our move. All right, I'm going to enter this as we're holding this resistance right over here. Now, once we start to pass the low, this candle right over here, then I'll probably double the trade. Does this trade make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Cool.
Break and retest.
7:15 volume, 15-minute candle closed, bearish. Yeah, I should have waited for the 15-minute to close, to be honest. I just saw that resistance on the 1 minute starting to form. All right, 5 minutes starting to flip bearish, which I like. There we go. Move my stop loss down. Where do I have my stop loss? What above resistance over here? $18.79.55. Seven pips. Come on, give me 10. There we go. All right, just close 50. I'll leave my stop loss where it is. If we come back to the entry, I'll probably close another 50 just to give it some room to breathe. Anybody else take that?
Well, I sat out for it. I was just watching.
No, yeah, that makes sense. You know, you probably just want to go through the course first and kind of see some of these setups and everything that we're looking at right now, for you to get more used to that, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's a good little example of how you kind of use the lower time frames to execute based on the higher time frame structure. What's up, Tay?
Hello, guys.
How you doing, buddy?
How's it going? Great, man.
Nice, buddy.
Sorry for joining a bit late. I had a lot of schoolwork. So
Oh yeah, you got a lot going on. It's all good, man.
yeah. Trading low.
Yes, it just took a sell on gold, anticipating us to retest these lows down here. But I am thinking about CPI. I got that in the back of my head. So
Yeah.
may just want to close another 50.
You're already secured?
Yeah, I already secured 50 at 10.
Perfect. Perfect.
Right now, we're still respecting our bearish structure. Over here. Maybe we get a retest of this support to continue right back down. Let's continue to journal this over here. Over there. Close another 50. Could just be creating a top wick. All right, close the full thing. Perfect. I want to get stopped out on that, even though it's just a fraction of what my risk was. So did that trade make sense to you guys? The 7:15 a.m. volume?
Yep.
Cool. So let's just journal this real quick. Impulse entry. About 1 minute after forming resistance. Yeah, it was just a little stop hunt right there. Gary, what's up, brother? I knew that was going to happen. That's gold for you guys. You either want to, when it comes to gold, I give it some room to breathe a little bit, especially after securing 10. But at the same time, I'm very conservative when it comes to my securing on gold as well. It's a fast moving pair. It'll give you 10 pips and all of a sudden reject and stop you out like right away if you don't like end up securing and being smart about the trade. Just like it did right over here. But here 50% at 10 pips. I'm here, but I'm not. If that makes sense, just kidding. All good, man. What do you got, the kids? Got it. I'm just journaling this real quick. So if I'm quiet, just give me a second. I also wanted to be conservative about this as well because CPI is coming out. So, you know, what I have been noticing is that we do get that move before news coming out. And that's kind of what I took advantage of. I saw my setup. I knew that we could get this push. And we called it out right away, right? We waited for price to close below this area because we saw this rejection right over here. We waited for that close. Then all of a sudden we see price just pushing down, right? Creating this low. Did we panic at all? Not at all. I said we're going to find some kind of a support and a retest of this bearish trend over here at some point. And that's exactly what we got. And that's what we executed on. Now it's definitely hard, you know, executing on these lower time frames. But when it comes to gold, you have to almost. Take a picture of that. Good. I ended up closing another 50% right here. Closed another 50% as price. Closed another 50% and then all right. Oh, this was a trade I journaled yesterday. I want to point out to you guys something that we could have caught on EJ yesterday. Obviously, I apologize for not having the stream yesterday, but I had like 3 hours of sleep. I didn't think it was smart to be leading you guys with such less sleep like that. Short XU on 610. Oh, Carlos, this is Mate, by the way. Mate, Carlos, new member. Gary as well. David.
Welcome in, Carlos.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Man, how about you?
Doing pretty good. Thank you.
Nice.
610.21. What I wanted to say, Carlos, was oh, Gary says hello. This is Trello. We were talking about Trello yesterday, correct?
Yeah.
You said you're on it?
Yeah, Trello, yeah.
Awesome. So have you ever checked out my Trello?
No, not yet. I honestly like made one, but like, you know, like I haven't really like journaled anything on there.
Okay. That's something that we're going to start implementing for you because, you know, you just got to think of yourself as either a business owner or even better, a professional athlete where you're studying film, studying your past and being so meticulous, looking at every single detail. That's the only way you're going to succeed in this. You know, that's why journaling is so important. I love Trello. You can do it on Trixie as well. But Trello, we actually have a group Trello that I added you to. Actually, I don't know if I added you. Hold on. I added you to the course in Slack, but let me. There you go. Should be getting an invite. There you go. So this is the group Trello, so you can add your trades in there. I'll show you how to do it, but there's actually a video in the course as well. Let me just finish journaling this, and then I'll get back to you.
All right.
Plus 10 pip gain. Now, if you look at the detail that I put into it, exactly 7:14. So I tell myself 7:14 a.m. instead of like 7:15, 7:30. I tell myself 7:28, right? Where I took that actual trade. That's why you got to look at the 1 minute and see where those volume pushes are. See where those big 5 minute, 1 minute candles are. That's what you want. You're basically a volume trader. So this is Thursday, New York. So all you got to do is save these. Oh, I don't want to save this. All you got to do is copy these tabs in here and then name them multi-time frame. But you see how I set up the title right here, Carlos?
Yeah, yeah.
You set the title up like that, and you want to put as much detail as possible. You put the type of position, you put the pair, you put what you ended up gaining on it or losing, you put the date, the time, and then the session, the day in the session, and then you start adding your. All you got to do is from TradingView, you just copy these pictures over here, and then it ends up creating these tabs for you. So you just copy and paste them over. 5 minute structure. One minute. So for the sake of the stream, close the 50%. Then so what I do is I just add these onto the stream. I add my labels. One, good risk management. Runner stopped at break even, basically. And then later I'll go back and add the details into it. Like I'll write everything that I was thinking during the trade, and that'll give me a chance to review it because I know I have to come back to this. So I'm like, all right, I already have everything, all my tabs and all my screenshots in there. So now I could go back and review this trade after the stream, either watch the replay of the stream on YouTube or, just look at this and see, okay, what could I have done better? How can I look at this and see if there's anything I could have done better? For one, I know right now that I could have had a tighter stop loss. I had a higher time frame, like a 15-minute stop loss instead of the 5 minute. When obviously this is a very risky trade over here, so gold could just stop you out right away, and you have no chance of
Yeah, managing the stop loss.
Managing that, yeah, managing the risk. So just want to be careful with that. So it looks like I secured right around the right time because it looks like we're holding the support over here, but we are making lower highs. So let's see. Five-minute. Still pushing below. I like what the 5-minute looks like. 5-minute looks like we're going to continue right back down. But again, keep in mind CPI is coming out. So I'm so happy we changed the time frame on my trading view. Or not trading view, but what's it called? Forex Factory? Who did that with me? This. I was 3 hours off of these times. I'm wondering why everything comes out at a different time. Five-minute after. You see how I'm labeling these screenshots? This is all that you want to do. Very easy. Is it annoying sometimes? 1000%. It's tedious. But if you know it's going to make you better, why not do it? See, the 15-minute was only creating its top wick.
Yeah, when it comes to Trello, I'm sorry for not posting so much, but my journaling.
You got a lot going on at school.
Yeah, kind of took a step with journaling, and I'm only looking at the charts for 2 to 3 hours a day. So
Yeah, man.
I think it's a bit on a side step right now. So I will get back to
I got you. All good, brother. I know that you're working. Like, some people I could tell that maybe they're not really putting the work in, but I know that you got school and you're also doing this. So I know you're killing it. So it's all good.
Yeah, just need to get those things done till the end of the month. I'm probably taking a break from trading for 2 or 3 weeks because all my trading, the thing I have going on with school is right at the time when I trade. So I will only come home after the NYSE open, and that's not really my time. So I think I will take a break rather than force anything that's not in my trading time.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll come back at the start of July.
Sounds good. I think you can 1000% do that. I think a good practice for you would be to start paying attention more to the fundamentals now and trading on the 4-hour, the daily, and be able to run these trades and start to get used to that. Just check on the fundamentals, see what's going on, with the economies and everything, just so you don't get rusty. But I think, this is a perfect opportunity for you to start practicing on these higher time frames too. And what do I always say? I always say that if you start off as a scalper, your next level is to learn how to swing trade and hold trades over a longer period of time because you're typically not comfortable with that. So you want to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and eventually you get more and more comfortable doing it. And then also, if you start off as a swing trader, you get right into scalp and learn how to read these lower time frames and get used to having these tighter stop losses and being in and out and maybe turning them into an intraday trade. Right?
Exactly. I'll pay more attention to the hard time frames. Surely, but I'm planning to squeeze the backtesting game as much as possible in to not get rusty, to stay in the game, just on the sidelines from the live trading, and get back once everything falls into place with school and I'm done with exams and all of this stuff.
Awesome, man.
I'll miss you guys on the stream for 3 weeks.
I know, man. We're gonna miss you too. As always, you're my guy.
Yeah.
You, Chris, show up every day.
Yeah.
A couple guys show up every day too. Some guys come in and out. See, this is why we didn't take that trade on GJ over here. Very sticky range over here to the left. Let's look at the higher time frames. So on the higher time frames, what were we saying? 156, we created that resistance. Not to mention, you guys know what this trend line is. This is on the monthly coming down. So we're creating these lower highs over here. Price is pushing down. Now this move over here is from all this Brexit talk going on, right? Remember Brexit 2016? You saw that crash. Also back in December, we had a lot of talking about COVID as well, or not COVID, but Brexit as well. They finally got it done, and that's what pushed GJ up exponentially. So now we are coming down into this key area over here. And this is why I didn't want to take that sell, even though that was our setup, right? Bearish candles, daily, weekly, very bearish over here, right? But now we're coming into this key level and this order block to the left. So the 4 hour, we're now creating the support. I don't want to take buys from here yet. You're going to get safe buys once we break out of this bearish trend right here and maybe retest this level and form a support right here to continue right back up. Maybe even safer buys are going to be above this resistance or this previous support as well. We've got a nice conversation going on in the chat. Oh, how long you been trading for? Been looking at charts since June 2020 and yourself. Awesome. Sure, but using some, but they were trash. Nice, Gary. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, man, we're all family in here. Always. Yeah, man, signals are a scam, dude. Like, I don't understand how people could be in a signal group when you have like Rakil on YouTube just calling out live trades, or you actually get like a mentorship and you're in a group like this one where we're trading live every single day. And if your mentor isn't trading live with you, whether he's doing good or bad, that's probably a bad sign. Like, why isn't he trading in front of you? So yeah, it looks like we may be getting this breakout of bearish structure, a support formed right over here and continue up. Yeah, man, Carlos, you're gonna like it here. Like I said yesterday, as long as you stay, participating and you're on these lives every single day, you're gonna get a lot out of this.
Oh yeah, man. First day is already going. It's going badass.
Awesome, man. I think the main thing with this mentorship is one, the community. Like, it's just awesome. Bunch of like-minded people. I only want like a certain type of person in here. Doesn't matter when it comes to like, I don't know where you're from, race, creed, whatever. That literally does not matter to me whatsoever. What I'm talking about is your mentality. Do you have a winning mindset? No matter what's going on, adversity, where you are in life, you're not looking at your circumstances. You're looking at what you could be doing better. Because circumstances do not matter. Like, I can firmly say that, and I know this sounds a little controversial, but you put me in any one of your situations and I will come out on top of and get everything that I want done. Like, I didn't come from anything special. I've everything I have, I've made on my own. Like, my family didn't come from anything really. My dad, 2008 market crash, that wiped all of us out. My dad, not that he was like super wealthy and then all of a sudden like nothing. He just had a solid job. He was a flight coordinator for a private jet company, making like $80,000-$90,000 a year. All of a sudden, 2008 market crash, no one's flying private, so he got laid off. All that happened, and then all of a sudden now he's very smart and he's good with his hands. So now he works. He actually got a job just for his benefits with Home Depot as a pretty high up manager, but at the same time, he's also a handyman. He started his own business. He just doesn't have the business mindset where you want to work to hire more people and to alleviate some of your own time. He'd rather do everything himself because he's a control freak. So,
and that's crazy story, man. Because my dad, the same thing, like kind of same thing. Like, he was laid off his job in 2017. He was doing the AAA service.
okay.
And even then, he's just been making everything meet just by doing little, side jobs like building the fences or roofing or, just taking things into his own manner.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess he just, get it day by day. And I feel like it just, brushes off on me.
Yeah, good shit, man. Gives you the work ethic, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You do shit in your own way, and you're comfortable with different things. Maybe a little bit different than him, but at the end of the day, you're a worker. You want more out of life. You get that winning mindset. You just got to put a couple things into play, and obviously we'll get into that on the second Zoom, um, but yeah, you're definitely in good hands. Like I was saying, everyone's got the same mindset in here. Everyone wants to win, and we're all part of a collective group. Because when you're part of a collective group, when you're part of a winning team, you're gonna get a lot farther individually. We all know we have our individual goals, and that's number one. But at the same time, we do it all together. We share our charts. We share our experiences when it comes to business, because eventually everyone's gonna have multiple streams of income in here that you make from trading. And we'll get into that later down the road. But first of all, everyone's got to concentrate on the trading. Some people are in school. You got to concentrate on school right now. There's steps to this game. And just about everyone in here, you're all in your 20s, maybe early 30s. I know Justin's in his 30s. I think Gio's in his 30s. There's a couple guys you're going to meet as well that aren't on here right now. But a lot of like-minded people.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, like that's all that I look forward to. Like just like-minded, same mindset.
Good shit, man. Take advantage of it. Reach out to people. We started with an accountability program. So if you want to, I kind of made this optional for everyone because it's hard with everyone's schedule and stuff. But if you want to reach out to someone, it looks like you're already talking with Gary. If you want an accountability guy where you guys are just checking in with each other every weekend and seeing how you guys are doing, by all means, absolutely do it. I think you're going to get a lot out of that.
Oh yeah. How long do you usually do the stream for in the morning?
Normally until around 9 o'clock, Eastern
Yeah,
Standard
okay.
Time.
Because
So
I usually have work. I usually have to go to work for 7:30.
okay,
Well, my time.
that's fine. Yeah. So normally if that's your everyday schedule, then you come on at 6:30. We break down a couple trades to see what we got, and then you could plan these out and start marking your alerts off on TradingView. And unless you take one in the morning with me, but you do a delivery service, correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
I'm gonna step away for a couple of minutes.
Cool. Here we go with GJ. So safer buys, like I said, this was a very strong support over here. Once we broke our strong support over here to the left, previous resistance, we broke this one. We broke this one. We had our support right here, and we broke below it. All of a sudden, we were kind of just ranging in here, right? And then all of a sudden, this morning during London, we broke this over here to retest this area. Very strong area over here. Now, we were respecting this bearish structure since last night, actually since yesterday morning, right? What happened was we were ranging over here, grab liquidity, and then just headed down. So right now we're breaking that market structure. You get a retest right here and continue up, but you may want to wait for a price to close above this area to form support and continue up. These will be high risk, high reward. These will be lower risk, lower reward. Because I'm dedicated to a routine, I'm just back testing every day, mastering myself. Absolutely, dude. You've been killing it as well, man. 1000%, dude. Any success that anyone has, 95% of that is just consistency. As long as you stay consistent, 95% of that winning success and that winning formula, it comes from that consistency. So you just do the same things. You don't have to go crazy every day, but get an hour of back testing in every single day. You're going to see a huge change. In the beginning of my trading career, I was able to do, because obviously COVID was going on as well, I was able to do like 2 or 3 hours of back testing a day, plus looking things up, learning, reading books, all that stuff. I wasn't working. So I took advantage of that time. Now, I'm lucky if I could get an hour in, but I've been really pushing it, making sure I am. But, 95% is just consistency. To me, that's a huge stat. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know, tomorrow I'm leaving for Key West for a wedding. So I'm going to be down there until Monday. So we're going to resume the streams on Tuesday of next week. I'm going to get on tomorrow for like an hour until around now, because I'll be heading to the airport. But I definitely want to at least get on here for an hour with you guys and break some trades down, see if we have anything available on a Friday. We do have some fundamentals coming out. Whoa. We got CPI coming out today, obviously. And then tomorrow, we have a lot of GBP news coming out. You guys may get some of that volume during London because everything's coming out. We got GDP coming out. We got index services coming out, industrial production, manufacturing production. Then you got Bailey speaking. Tomorrow's a big day for GJ and EJ as well. You got WPI as well coming out for Germany. And then this is the main mover over here on the dollar and gold. You got prelim University of Michigan consumer sentiment and then prelim University of Michigan inflation expectations. These are two big ones that I tend to look at, especially inflation expectations coming out. They're expecting 4.6%. That is not good. Keep in mind, they want to keep inflation around 2% on average. So GJ could continue to range until that. Dollar is holding resistance. Yeah, man. Gary couldn't agree more. What we do, I don't know. Carlos, are you in here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. What's it called? Like, I'm not teaching you guys to trade exactly like me. I want you guys to form your own strategy, whatever you're comfortable with. Like, there's a bunch of guys in here with different strategies, and that's the beauty of it because everyone's sharing, some of these strategies that they're learning and that they're comfortable with, and they take pieces of what I give them, pieces what they find online, Raquel, people all over the internet. They're just grabbing little pieces, and that's what I encourage you to do. The only thing is, you don't want to grab someone's strategy, try it out, it doesn't work right away, and then all of a sudden you jump to someone else's. Right? What you want to do is take little pieces from people. Just be a sponge. This is the one trade, no pun intended, but the one industry that you can typically just copy off of people, and that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Very,
definitely.
very rare that you're gonna find that. You don't want to typically copy people, but when it comes to trading, you're taking little bits and pieces of people that what did Stephen A. Smith say? He said, I'm a genius because I know hold on. Stephen A. Smith. I'm brilliant. This is a quote from Stephen A. I've heard this multiple times. Here, when I give speeches, I tell people all the time I'm brilliant because I know I'm not. I'm never satisfied. And that's the way you want to think. Like we're smart because we know that we're not like absolute geniuses, right? We're not Jeff Bezos, we're not Bill Gates, but we know that we're smart enough to pull from different people and to embrace what other people are teaching us and to add that and create our own strategy, whatever we're comfortable with.
Right, definitely. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, man. I'd take another screenshot of this. And I'll be right back. Dude, sometimes when I talk too much during these streams, I am on an empty stomach. I get so like need some oatmeal. Leave gold on here for you. So we ended up, almost hit my take profit, 23 pips, whatever here. Obviously, we managed risk and everything. Price coming back to my entry. But yeah, the only thing different I would have done on this was probably wait to enter a little bit more. But I think we did pretty well. Enter right over here. Grabbed our 10 pips. Could have just closed the full thing right there. I'll be right back. Oh man.
I was just like thinking about that. I'm like, wow, gold took a dump.
Woo. Damn.
Crazy.
Well, that's heartbreaking. That's all good. Maybe interested in taking some kind of an intraday. We just got to see what's going on over here. Why is this not working? Damn, gold. Well, that's fun. At least our analysis played out. Mateo, I didn't ask you, or Gary, did you guys take anything during London?
No. I'm not even behind the charts for the long session for this week.
True. Gary, anything? Oh, Gary, actually, you pointed out. Let's see this right over here on gold. This is the 1 hour. Let's see if your analysis played out. Look at that. What was our discussion yesterday? That's beautiful. This is exactly the trade that, you know, the area that you want to be trading in. And then what did I say in response? Safe sales below 1885. Agent break. Yep. 1885. What do you know? Yeah, beautiful move right here to the left. Now we're starting to approach this area right here. Just be aware of that. This was our clean move to the left. Perfect break. Low created. Retest. No top wick on this bullish candle. Rejection with this candle. Closed bearish. Could have entered this around 6 a.m. right here with a wide stop loss based on that 1 hour. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is journal this trade as well while we're sitting here. Carlos, you see how I'm journaling the trade that I would have taken?
Yeah, definitely. I see. Are you doing that just for future reference, like in case you
Yeah.
see that again?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
So now I could go back on my journal and see, okay, I've seen this setup before. I could take this next time. Four. All good. So this was a trade that we could have caught on EJ yesterday. Right over here. Can you guys see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
Awesome. So let's look at EJ real quick. So EJ, pretty similar to GJ over here. We've been respecting this channel kind of over here where we've been creating these higher lows over here. But to me, it's pretty interesting because we were following this trend as well, where we were printing higher highs, but also these higher highs were getting smaller or they were getting lower than the higher lows. Does that make sense? Where it's not an even channel. It's kind of like this one is starting to come down. So that tells me that buyers are going to get exhausted a little bit. So we found this order block, accumulation and distribution phase over here. We ended up breaking that level, and then we entered this bearish trend. So what I was looking at over here was price ended up breaking the bearish trend, kind of retesting, creating a support over here, kind of like what it may be doing on GJ, right over here. There you go, you're getting that support formed. I think safer buys are going to be above this level. So over here again, looking at EJ, we ended up being in this consolidation phase until we broke out. So what happened yesterday morning was we broke out, created this high up here, came down to retest, and you could have entered this right here to take this up 20 pips, or you can have entered right here. Right? Two different entries. Once this candle closed, and then another after this candle passed the high of the previous. So that's just something I was journaling yesterday. Get it secured. Yeah. Also, with this trade that I just journaled, do you see where I would have secured over here based on the 30-minute? 30-minute, my stop loss was above the 30-minute. So I would have secured 50% at 24 pips, which is 1-to-1. Secured another one at this wick fill right over here, another 50% right over here. And then another 50% once we reach this previous resistance over here, right? 73 pips, secure another 50. Now, with this rejection over here, I'd probably be closing another 50% once it comes into this area. And that'd be it. I'd be risk-free. Actually, yeah, I would definitely be securing another 50% based on CPI coming out. All right. CPI. Unemployment claims coming out as well. Now they're back below 400,000, which is interesting. That's pre-pandemic levels. Dude, if the whole world comes together against China, that'd be awesome. See how we got what I was talking about? We got this reaction to the 4-hour bullish trend. All of a sudden, we broke out of the bearish trend line over here, created a support. We're continuing right back up. Like I said, I think safer buys are going to be above 154.550. Just want to be careful trading GJ because it's very rangy. Sorry, let me use the bathroom real quick. All right, now we got gold kind of rejecting, but staying bearish over here. But we're just waiting for 8 minutes from now. CPI. Gafoor, what's up, brother?
How's it going, Steph?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good stuff. Are you still in school?
I'm actually like doing another course right now, so I've been kind of busy with that.
Gotcha. How you been making out?
Been like a while since I traded, so I'm trying to get back into the momentum again.
Okay, cool. Cool. Well, I think for you, I think a good like little refresher would be Let's see. Did I put it in here? Thought I put it in here. Videos. No. Your session. No, but what you want to do is go take a look at this video. You can watch today's session as well.
Okay.
Here we go. Watch June 8th's replay.
Okay.
And you could speed it up as well, obviously, just to get through it quicker. But
The
that'll be
June 7th one, you mean, right? Oh no, June 8th. Okay.
June 8th, Tuesday, June 8th. That'll be a good one for you. And then also rewatch this one because we broke down all the pairs.
All right, sounds good.
I'll take all this off.
All right, guys, I gotta head out, man. It was a pleasure meeting everybody, and I'll definitely be here tomorrow.
Whoa.
All right, brother. Nice to meet you, man.
Take care, buddy.
You guys there? My computer just spazzed out.
All right.
You guys there? Yo.
Yo, you can hear me?
Oh, there we go.
Bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you know.
I don't know what's going on with my computer, but all right, man. Yo, nice having you on here. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Like I said, tomorrow we're only going to be on for probably about an hour until I have to head out. I got to catch my flight. But then we're going to resume the live sessions on Tuesday morning. What's Tuesday? What's the date? Tuesday the 14th and 15th.
Sweet.
All right.
All
So
right.
I'll see you then. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow morning.
All right, guys. You have a good one.
All right. See you, Carlos. Dude, what's going on with my gold chart over here?
CPI.
Yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing. Dude, can you guys see my screen? Nothing on it, right? Dude, and my Zoom is acting up. Dude, yeah, maybe it's CPI. Here we go. All right, we got 3 minutes. Hey, Gafour, is your boy still trading?
The one who's in Sharma's mentorship?
I don't know. Is he?
Yeah, he was in Sharma's mentorship before.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
He's
but I
not
think he
anymore?
has school right now too, so he's not as consistent either. But
Sure.
yeah, he's been in Sharma's for a while now.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So we did get this break on GJ. I was saying safe buys would be above this level right over here, previous support, all right? Because we could have very easily rejected that level. But we did break the bearish structure. We're starting to head up. This candle closed with no bottom wick. Is that a robot?
Isn't there too much consolidation to trade in that range?
Exactly. That's why I didn't take it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a mess right now, GJ. I was saying, on Sunday that there was a good chance that we were going to get a continued consolidation over here on GJ, just like we had over here, just because there wasn't much going on. But then all of a sudden, the Brexit stuff started coming out right over here. So we started to come right back down. But now we're in a key level after retesting the support of the trend that we have been following since December.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we've just been pushing up since then. Now we're coming right back up to that area right now. Plus reaching this order block over here to the left. So we're creating a support. So I was saying wait for this bearish structure to break, which it is over here. Wait for the retest, which we got in the lower time frames.
Mm-hmm.
You could take price up, but you may want to wait for price to break above this level before you take anything. So if you get a support formed right here, it might be okay to take price out, but that's up to you. Oh, CPI came out. What do we get? Come on, today.
There was like a nice break and retest on gold on the 15-minute.
Oh, yeah. Right over here.
Yeah.
100%. If we didn't have news coming out, that'd be ideal. Did we get our numbers? Came out better than expected.
Damn, that's a huge drop.
Yeah, I already got my pips on gold this morning when we first came on. Damn, we must be doing pretty good.
Holy moly.
0.6 CPI. I'm just going to refresh this. Curious what unemployment claims come out as. All right. Still spinning. Anybody get the numbers yet on their side? No? Ah, there you go with GJ.
No, my shit's still spinning too.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh-oh. U.S. inflation reaches 5%. Not good. Why is the data taking so long to come out? What the hell is this? My God. Damn, look at gold rejecting. Huge rejection wick. I bet that's from inflation. Oh, jobless claims came out 376 compared to 300,000 or 370 expected. Yeah, here you go. Of course, CPI came out better than expected. So that was the drop. That was the liquidity grab. And then this is jobless claims. Wow.
And
Dude, these are 1 minute candles right here. We just shot up 120 pips in 3 minutes. It's insane. Well, that was a nice call on GJ. Damn. Yeah, like I said, I already took my trade on gold, so I was content. But that would have been nice. What did we say this morning about gold and what it would do? We said that we would come down at this level and it was going to react some type of way, right? We did the same thing with NFP last week. We had the positive ISM manufacturing and services PMI bring gold down. And then all of a sudden we tap this on Friday. NFP comes out and shoots us right back up, creating this high to end the week, right? And then what happened? We created this support over here. Part of us, a couple of us grabbed this move right here, right? So now we're coming right back down to the support of this channel, and it does the same exact thing. Interesting. Isn't it crazy how fundamentals and technicals always line up like that?
uh-huh.
All right. I'm honestly kind of pissed I didn't get in this. Sheesh. Did anybody grab DJ?
I was a GU, but I got stopped out and fucking shit flew.
Got stopped out at your stop loss or?
Yeah,
Damn.
but fucking
Manage risk?
it was the news.
Did you manage risk?
Nah, just let my shit hit.
Damn.
Okay, I get it. After 9.
Nice, Chris. Chris just grabbed part of that move. Where'd you enter?
Oh, me?
No,
Chris.
Chris said he got in at gold.
Oh, yeah, goes crazy.
Damn, Chris. What, as we pass the high? Nice.
We finally got out of that range
Yes, we did.
for GJ.
Yeah,
That's
GJ.
looking good.
Yeah, we're starting to break back above. Do we reject this level over here? This is a critical level, so this will tell us a lot. Do we create a high up here, create a support, got a clean move to the left? This might be a nice move to take price up, to retest these highs.
Hmm.
Just wait for that support to form. Strong support because this is so overextended.
Yeah, stop loss too crazy.
Yeah. This might be nice.
You're looking probably the 5 minutes would be better.
Damn, Chris is on fire. Chris made like 1,400 on a gold trade, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Now, Chris, are you over? Do you feel like you're over risking at all, or it's just like the confidence is good because you're just putting the work in? Like, what do you think that is? That's awesome. And you would just attribute that to backtesting gold? Damn, Chris is over there teaching, making way more trading than he is teaching. That's amazing. I love to hear it, bro. Keep it up. No overconfidence, remember. Got a little rejection over here on the 1 minute.
It's looking. Man,
This would have been nice. Oh,
yeah. Damn, boy.
all right. So, dude, GJ is just pushing up.
Yeah. GU too, everything.
I know.
Gold, what the fuck? Damn.
Yeah, man, Chris, I can't wait for you to tell me that you're done teaching. That's gonna be awesome. All of you guys. You guys are telling me that you guys are out of your jobs, starting to create like another source of income by, you know, opening a business with your trading profits. That's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great day, dude. You going to take the boys somewhere? Your wife? There you go. Go back to Mexico. My buddy's down there right now. You gotta go to Greece. But all right, guys, I'm gonna head off. This was a great day, great sales on gold. As we said, price is gonna come down into this area and probably react. I didn't know it was gonna be this hard, but obviously with bad unemployment coming out, that's gonna happen. So just keep an eye on gold. It's right back into this range now, so we're a little. It gets a little hairy in here, right? But we could very well be holding the support and then continuing right back up, creating a new higher low. If we look at the 4 hour over here, I know a couple of you guys use this. Let's see if we're lining up with anything. 61.8 forming support on the 50%. Could we be continuing right back up on the higher time frames? Let's look at the higher time frames because so the weekly came down, created its bottom wick. And let's see what we end up getting after that. What is this? Yeah. So will gold form support over here and continue right back up to these highs? Right? Are these heavy rejections over here, or are we going to fill this wick? Are we going to close like this to end the week and then continue right back down to fill this wick, breaking out of this channel? Or are we going to hold support over here and continue right back up? All right, again, look at historical data. Like we've been saying to the left over here. Price is in this corrective phase. We retest previous support, come right back up to this area, and then all of a sudden, economic recovery, we're coming right back in. Are we doing the same thing over here, or do we have still some room to get back up to these candle body highs on the daily? Right over here. We're going to retest this area and then continue down, or is this it? Are we going to start heading down from here? I doubt it because inflation is coming. And it's not going to be pretty. So, guys, have a great day. I will see you guys tomorrow morning for a quick hour, and then we're gonna be, and then I gotta fly out. But we're gonna continue the live streams on Tuesday. Looking forward to it. But again, I'll see you tomorrow morning. We'll break down the pairs, look at some trades that we could take, and we'll move from there. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, see you guys.
Go, baby.
Take care, guys. See you tomorrow.
See you.
All right, guys.